Carries. Dwight, do you have the direction you need?
I think so. We're at 18,000
Plus
Right.
scholarship?
plus the scholarship
Donations.
donations. I'm sorry, and stop camps immediately, except for donations or grants specific.
And just the clarification for the public, this discussion about stopping camps doesn't mean for those who have the ability to pay.
Right.
Camps
Correct.
are still
Just
open,
scholarships.
registration's still open. It's just an issue of having enough public dollars to go around. Okay, and I think everybody up here wishes those families and those youngsters well in
Absolutely.
getting what they need this summer. Sue?
I just wanted to explain why I wasn't going for the fifth proof, is because I think that would put, because it's not really clear, it puts a lot of pressure on the Parks and Rec staff to figure out what a letter from whoever means. You know, a card is a card is a card is a card, and that at least helped a lot of people. It may not help absolutely everybody, but it would help a lot, so that's why.
Yeah.
I thought it would be easier to administer.
Yep, probably so.
Your Honor,
Yes?
maybe we
Ben?
could direct staff to come up with that fifth element, you know, whatever it may be. Talk about, you know, give us some guidelines so that if we decide to change the 14 policy as it stands, you know, to include some proof of need, that staff at Parks and Rec can just, you know, go down a checklist and instead of having to, you know, make that call right there at the table, they can just say, okay, yes, it does, or no, it doesn't.
So criteria for eligibility?
Exactly.
You want to make a motion to that effect?
And I just thought
yes, of course.
if we're having a conversation
Absolutely,
about it, I
yes.
do think that we should ask for this, but I feel like it's what we need to start figuring out for the FY14.
Right.
I mean, we need to know what the Latah County poverty levels are, what the, you know, I mean, I think we're talking about, you know, knowledge about what the, you know, how much does a family of four make? How much does a family with 2 kids, 3 kids, and 1 parent make? How much, you know, these kinds of pieces of information that would engage Jeff upstairs, you know, that can talk to us about, you know.
They use all,
And it's not just food stamps.
That's true.
And so I think that it's a bigger issue than just, you know, 4 cards and a gold coin or whatever it is that we're talking about this fifth thing is. I think
Yeah.
it's more complicated than we think.
And there's a lot of
So that's all
information
I'm saying is-
available in the Moscow League of Women Voters poverty report.
Right.
And
We just
all
need
of
to
that.
do that research and then we'll know.
Gary, you have a comment?
Yeah, it's just my recommendation that if the council wants that looked into, just referring it back to committee, and the committee could recommend.
Yeah, I don't think we need to make a
I
motion.
would note
That makes
that
sense.
what you're asking at this point is that you're asking staff, you will be directing staff to start running a verification procedure, because what Dwight's put out there are standardized indicia that there is no other standardized indicia unless somebody brings in their tax return and we have all that data that Tom's talking about, and you actually have to compare, and you become a reviewing agency at that point. And if council wants us to engage in that, then perhaps we could have that discussion.
Well,
in
yeah,
committee.
I want to just get to that discussion, whether, can we stick with these 4? Is this fifth worth jumping into?
Understand.
Right. So Gary, I mean, Sue mentioned Medicaid, or we haven't talked about Social Security, SSI kinds of things. So, I mean, there may be other well-recognized criteria that might be part
Yeah,
of
and I
it.
fully understand that. It's just from what Tom was indicating, finding out the poverty levels in Latah County and all those things would require staff then to make judgments based on raw data.
It may be veterans
And-
benefits. I
and-
mean, there's a lot of
well,
things. There's a lot of things. I'm just saying there are
that's
things.
why I was trying to help the most people in the easiest way. In order to qualify for food stamps, for EBTs, or SNAP, they do all that. They check to see how much you've got in your bank account. They check how much you make, how many kids you have, blah-de-blah. They
I
do
understand,
that.
I
So
understand.
we don't
I know
have to
that. WIC
reinvent
and
the
whole-
wheel.
I know.
That's why I was thinking it was,
But not everybody wants food.
You're probably right, Sue. Yeah. Walter?
Just to hopefully finish this, when Tom starts talking about poverty in Latah County, we are a university community. We have 15,000 students over here.
And they're
a
all
large
poor.
number of which do not have jobs. My grandson that just finished his first year over there does not have a job. He is not poor. He's off overseas on an exchange program this summer. But if you go and work a survey on him, what is your income? It's zero. So I feel that all of this poverty stuff in Latah County is somewhat slanted because we have so many students that do not work. They don't particularly have large bank accounts. They have sources of funding for their schooling, ability to eat, ability to sleep, ability to pay for tuition and books. Our 5 children went through college on $1,000 a year spending money, while Mary and I paid for their college. But if you went and asked them their income, they would say $1,000, and that would put them in many surveys in the poverty level. They were not. Thank you, ma'am.
Other discussion here?
Nope, and I would like us to review for 2014, the possibility of non-residents paying 50%.
Bring it to committee, Gary.
Sounds like there's some general interest in that, so, great. Thank you, Dwight.
Right, thanks.
It's a tough subject, and there are a lot of tender hearts in this room, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yours among them, I know.
Thanks.
Thank you.